Welcome to Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast. This is an actual play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Royalty-free music provided by Kevin MacLeod, Plate Mail Games, and Tabletop Audio. And now, to adventure. Hello and welcome. My name is Chris Buckner. I'm the primary dungeon master for Knights of Roleplay and Adventuring Podcast. It is stardate 0209.80. After a successful salvage mission in wild space with the crew of the Star Runner, the party has spent the last month at their home base on the Rock of Brawl, a merchant city of humanoids built on an asteroid. During that month, the brother and sister team of Strax and Janie spent a great deal of time on 2 projects.
Got a robot.
The first, to make a containment module for a small piece of crystalline rock recovered during the salvage mission, a rock which was growing all over the derelict dwarven ship they explored. The second, assembling and activating an automaton named GH-88, which is short for Golem of Healing Model 88. During that time, Arvine and Matisse trained their combat skills together. In addition...
Sorry.
Just waiting for the sound to go by.
Sorry, passing spaceship.
How's the spaceship?
Space, you'd understand. We love you all.
That was pretty funny. Where was I? Oh, yeah.
In addition.
Not subtraction.
To Arvine and Matisse training their combat skills, Matisse spent much time in meditation, looking to connect with her past lives. She remembered the name of a traveling companion of her rival Balazar. This companion is a female tiefling named Callista. So I don't know if you want to write that down, Greg. I mean, I can give it to you later, but it's Kallista. And that was a companion of your rival bounty hunter Balazar. Early this morning, Arvine awoke after having a dream that she knew was given to her by her god Mayaheen. A great evil is present on a distant space station, and Mayaheen wants Arvine to destroy the evil. Arvine has seen the space station in her dream and knows that once she is in wild space, her instincts will indicate the direction in which she should travel. So, adventurers, how would you like to proceed?
Hang on, taking notes, sorry.
I assume you guys are, you're still at the Laughing Beholder?
At least I assume Janie are still at the Laughing Beholder, so probably get up in the morning and go have a morning ale. Why not?
You're my buddy.
That's what they do,
so
right?
Wherever you
Sure.
go, I go.
That's what classic adventurers do. They get up in the morning and they have a morning ale.
Sure, sounds good.
Or a morning pail.
Or more, depending on how
Much
rough
the
the night
evening
was.
pail was.
And I'm sure you've been going back and forth to the ship, during this month and interacting with the crew and so on.
I mean, any words from our illustrious captain about leads on another salvage or another adventure?
He found Nason, his contact.
Oh, good. He was still alive.
Who had basically, gone into hiding because of some information that he had. But now the moment has passed. And so, I mean, he's always somewhat of a recluse and he deals in secrets, so he's always very careful. And he always tries to hide himself and, he's always at a certain amount of danger.
So it's not the first time he's almost gotten himself killed.
Yeah.
Is his name Will?
Yeah, but he has reconnected with Captain Braun, so but he doesn't have any missions from anybody at the moment. So people are still doing their downtime activities and whatnot. Most of the crew is off the ship doing various activities, just like all of you are.
A month's
Okay.
worth of expenses. I need to
All right.
I need to mark that off.
Yes, so mark off from your gold. It's 30 days.
Yeah, okay, I had
And you
marked
guys, I
off
believe, we're spending a gold a day.
21 already, but I'll mark off the remaining.
And to cover you.
9. You said 30 or 31 that we should?
30.
30.
Are you
okay.
covering me?
Yeah,
So,
You're such a good brother.
that's what big brothers do.
Aw, big brother.
did we manage to find more healing potions and shopping during that time or not?
If you want to say that you were going back to the lesser market over the course of that month and looking for them,
I had talked
Why
about it
wouldn't?
last adventure, yeah.
we'll say again, like, when they get them in, they sell it very quickly.
Okay.
So we'll say that over the course of that month, you manage to get 3 more.
3 more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'll spend 50 on one. Who else wants to spend on?
I think I need one.
Okay. So
I lack one as well.
So how many are there? 3?
Three
total.
to
Do you have
distribute
one?
between all of you.
I do not because
Okay. Then I don't need it because I have healing spells.
So
And a robot.
okay.
You have a healing robot.
I got a robot.
I mean, we should buy all 3 of them. So do you want to buy the 3rd one and put
Sure,
it in your
we can do
inventory?
So, what are you guys doing? How would you like to proceed?
I'm going to talk to Matisse when we wake up to see what we want to do based on what I dreamed about.
Okay.
So, Greg, are you all set? Okay.
Cool.
All right. So, I guess when people are waking up in the morning, like everybody's in separate rooms. So, like Arvine kind of turns to Matisse when she's up and functioning and says, I had another dream last night and I haven't had one in a while.
What did you dream about?
So, I mean, she had showed me that we wanted to be on the ship before, which I know now we are, so that's good. But she showed me last night that there's a space station nearby that has some great evil that
Really?
she'd like us to try to take care of. And basically, I think that if we got into space, if we managed to take a ship out there, I'd be able to find it. My instincts would be able to guide me there. But I don't think it's something we can do on our own.
Did she give you a name in your vision?
No. No names for the station or the villain or anything, or the great evil, whatever this is. And I don't know how we present it to the others and to Captain Braun, because ideally that would be the ship that we would want to go out there. What do you think?
Maybe there's some kind of treasure on it, maybe?
Maybe.
That might entice the shippers.
Maybe. I don't know. But
GH needed a mini.
You're going to use Strahd.
so strong. We have
Okay.
the shield golem up here.
He's large.
We could
just
just
really
use
wanted
the
to
one
play
that
with
we were
Strahd.
using for. I did a good job painting Strahd, but don't we have the one from Warforged? So, anywho, so what do you think?
I think we should bring it up to our party and see what we can get them to agree to.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I guess is everybody probably having breakfast down in the common room? Okay. Liquid breakfast in the common
Liquid
room.
breakfast in the common
Nice.
Jamie's too young to be drinking.
Okay. So
She's not.
so I guess Matisse and Arvine come down there and kind of get the breakfast and stuff, but we make sure we're kind of sitting at a table that's back in the corner away from other people. And motion for you guys to sit with us if you weren't already somewhere.
Early morning.
So-
The place is already rocking.
I'm going to go flirt
Right.
with Luigi.
I guess
He seems
I'll
almost
follow
enough
you
for now.
over to the bar and kind of
Maybe ask him if he's heard anything about something.
maybe. So I kind of bring you with me, and I guess I'll see.
Hey, good morning. How you
Hey,
doing?
Good morning. I got kind of a weird question for you, but you seem to know a lot of things.
Oh, yeah. I love weird questions. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I've heard something about a space station that's nearby out in wild space, and that it might have some kind of like a great evil or just something really bad on it. Have you heard anything about places like that might be somewhere near here?
No idea.
Okay.
There are all kinds of space stations.
Okay.
I have
right.
no idea what you're talking about, but if you come back with a good story, I'll give you a free beer.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. All right. So I kind
Free
of
ale.
go over to the table again that's kind of away from people and kind of, are you already sitting away from people or where are you at?
Well, I don't exactly attract visitors.
Friends.
So you're back in the corner anyway. So Matisse and
That's why
I
he
go
travels
sit
with
down.
his sister.
Look,
You.
I'm just looking over my notes that for studying my notes that I took while putting together GH. So
Okay.
I've got some pretty good ideas.
All
for
right.
this one.
So, motion, try to beckon Janie to come over and sit with the group.
JD dance is over.
Okay. All right. So I kind of like lean my head down and like don't raise my voice any more than I have to, and just say like, so I'm gonna have to kind of ask you guys to trust me a bit with something, and I don't want to tell you more than I have to because it puts people in danger if I do. But
Oh, so you're willing to put us in danger?
no, that's why I'm not gonna tell you more than I
Drax,
have
don't
to.
give her a hard time.
But
Fine.
I have dreams, and those dreams are guided by an actual deity, and they are visions, and they are things that could come to pass. Sometimes they're things that I could change.
I would never have guessed
Sometimes they're not things that I can change. Yeah,
I would
but
never have guessed you for a shaman.
It's not quite like that. But
Did someone
again,
say wrong?
I worry that if I tell you more about why I have those dreams, that it could endanger you guys, and I don't want that. But what I saw, because I had a dream last night, and I haven't had one in a while. The last one I had said that I wanted to be on the ship, and now we are. She showed me. Basically a space station in wild space that I should be able to find if we get out there. And she showed me that there's a great evil on this space station that needs to be stopped. And I don't think she would have showed it to me if she didn't think that we could take care of it.
Well,
But I know that that's asking a lot. You know, I don't know if there might be treasure or something that we could find, but I'd like to go to Braun about it, but I wanted to check with you guys first.
I mean, I'm not one to deny a vision from a deity. Believe me, I'm not. I'm the last person to deny that, but you know, there are a lot of crazy people out there that think they see things that actually don't.
Right.
So
I've seen other things that did come to pass, us being on the ship.
She's very dependable when it comes to visions.
so you're willing to
Yeah.
vouch for her, then?
Yes.
Yeah, my meeting and eventual traveling with Matisse was driven in part by my visions. So I don't take them lightly, which is why I wanted to talk to you guys first, because I think whatever we're doing, it could be dangerous, but besides stopping something really bad, you know, I don't know what else we might find out there that's good if we go.
Well, I don't really care one way or the other about stopping something bad, but I'm not going to let you two go running off by yourselves either, so...
Okay. Well, I mean, the real question is can we convince Ron to come on, to go out there on the ship with us?
if we can't, we'll just take a ship.
take a ship.
I don't think we have to be
I
that
don't think it's
extreme
that
with anything,
easy.
but maybe we might be able to make it mutually interesting for him.
Need makes right.
Yeah,
so,
I mean,
you know,
I'd like to go
Need
to
the ship,
him
take
and
the ship.
say that I've found intel about a space station, but I don't know if there's any way I'm going to tell him about that with admitting how I know it.
Nah,
Yep.
If you try to convince him that you have some intel, then you need to have some pretty regular stuff to tell him. I don't think he's going to go just based on I have intel without asking lots of questions.
well,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be the first
I
time he's
mean-
done that. So, I mean,
I can admit to
But
him.
the intel he got was from someone that he's known and trusted for a very long time.
yeah, but we've also
Yeah.
been in port for a month now with nothing. He might be jonesing for a chance to get out there and check something out, even if it's a long shot. I mean, you didn't happen to get like coordinates or anything or directions.
Like I said, if we get out there, I think that I'll be able to know how to navigate there, but it's kind of an instinctual thing, unfortunately. I mean, I wouldn't be able to think of it in terms of coordinates, right, Chris?
No, I mean you've gotten visions from many times over the course of your life, and sometimes you had nothing more than what you saw, and then other times, if it was maybe like a place or a person or something nearby, you would have kind of like this instinctual pull
Yeah.
in that direction.
Okay.
With something like this and this particular thing, there's a destination in mind.
Okay.
And you feel very confident that when you get out in space, you'll have this instinctual knowledge of which direction to go in.
Okay.
Again, that doesn't always happen, but you don't have coordinates specifically. You
Okay.
just have a feeling.
Okay. If I had like a star map or something, do I think that instinct would allow me to kind of point in the right direction of where we needed to go? Or no,
No,
I'd have
again,
to-
it's not.
okay.
It's really your
got
visions are really
an
not that
idea
specific.
might work. 1 second, let me check a feature.
Okay.
Now, based upon what she told me, would Matisse know anything about something that she's crossed path with?
Before? Like her?
No, I mean, there's nothing about this that means anything to Matisse.
Okay.
What if we had something that would look like it's pointing the direction to go, but that you're actually controlling?
That probably would work, but it seems a little underhanded.
It'd get the job done. I don't know what you're worried about.
If you want to convince a captain that you know where you're going, you have to show him something.
Are you suggesting that you could give me like a compass or something like that would show the way? Is it, if I direct it?
Something that might require a little bit more manual dexterity, but not too much.
Okay.
Basically, somebody can find me like just a cheap necklace or a pendant or something like that. Might work.
I got my amethyst.
I don't think we need to need to mess that up.
Okay.
We can just go.
Buy one.
Yeah, we can just
Okay.
grab them real quick.
All right.
And give me a few minutes to see if I can work something up with that.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I guess go to the local market, buy a necklace that's got a blue stone of some kind. Doesn't have to be like a precious stone or anything.
Like
Just
glass for all I
inexpensive.
care.
Yeah, like a mineral.
Sure. I mean, how much are you looking to spend?
Like under
couple copper.
yeah, I mean,
Seriously,
I guess,
it's just
under a
to-
gold. If it's a gold, it doesn't matter. We've got lots of money, so it's,
You can
yeah.
get some kind of chintzy for like 5 silver.
5 silver. Okay.
It's it's just to pull off an illusion.
So I come back to the inn and provide you this just like very simple teardrop bluestone pendant kind of necklace.
Yeah, that should
Yep.
do the job, I think. All right, well, give me a, let's see.
Oh, it's only funny when you do it?
I don't know if this takes a long rest to do, but
He's mad that
Doesn't
I'm
really
holding up
matter.
a piece of chocolate.
okay, so using my magical
It's
tinkering.
raspberry. You don't like berries.
Magical tinkering.
Magical tinkering. Imbue a tiny non-magical object with a magical property of your choice. 5-foot radius light, up to 6 seconds long recorded message, emits odor or nonverbal sound, static visual effect, including up to 25 words of text. It can affect up to a maximum of 4 objects.
You can make a fart necklace? That's what I'm hearing.
I can make a fart necklace, yes.
Interesting.
I want one of those.
But that's not what I'm going to do. No. Just going to take my, just going to take my tinker's tools and a few spare odd parts and stuff and just kind of work a little shell around the thing,
Okay.
around the pendant, so it still looks, like glass pendant-y.
Yeah.
But now it emits a sort of a beam of light that just kind of points out in one direction in the same bluish color as the pendant.
Okay.
And it's just a static effect. It's just, you don't do anything. It's just that wherever you point it is where it's going to point.
Yeah. You're making a flashlight. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't even have a light radius. It's just this visual illusion
Sure.
of a beam coming out.
Okay.
Oh, it doesn't actually even make light?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. I got it.
Okay.
Here.
Although if you want it to, I can do that.
So basically, how does it activate? Do I have to touch it if I think about it? Or
No, it just is. Here you go.
It just illuminates.
It's just
the light.
on.
It's just
Okay.
on. You just see this
It's
little
always
beam
on.
coming out of the flash pendant. There you
Okay.
go. Now you've got you came across some sort of, I don't know, make up a story about it, but you've got essentially a beacon to this place that you can point whichever direction your instincts tell you to go.
God forbid you just like tell Captain Braun the truth.
Can't do that.
She said that truth is very dangerous.
She,
I guess.
she's gonna
Damn it, let us
try.
play the way we want to play.
Do whatever you want.
She's
I think.
gonna-
I think.
Right now.
I think this is very amusing.
She's gonna try the angle of like we got intel and I have something that would guide us there. But if it seems like he's being disbelieving, I'll deal with that when the time comes.
Yeah.
But-
I mean, I, as the DM, I am fully cognizant of the fact that you're not going to let us not go there, wherever it is we're going. But this is fun.
No, that's not it. I'm just surprised at the hoops you are jumping through to do something that I thought would be very easy and simple. But again, it makes it entertaining to listen to. I like it when my players do things where I'm just like shaking my head like, what is happening right now?
Just let it happen, honey. Okay.
I still think having a necklace that
Ew.
emits fake light is wicked cool. So it doesn't matter.
And that lasts for I can
Until the
imbue
next
up to-
day or something?
At the moment, I can imbue up to 4 items, and it lasts until I imbue a 5th item.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Oh. If you want that pendant of yours to just kind of shine a
let's
little bit,
see.
do that.
Sparkly?
Yeah, give me a minute.
Okay, so you have your device that indicates direction in a
Okay, so after
not
a few,
exactly
after a few
accurate
minutes,
way.
your pendant now emits light in a 5-foot radius around you.
I'm shining.
You have your supposed beacon.
Right. Right. So, all right. So I guess you guys need to do anything before we head to the ship?
I'm bored.
guys
I'll
have-
go get GH. And let's
Do you
get outta
guys
here.
have enough personal atmospheres in case he does agree and we leave right away?
How many do I have?
I think I have 5 left.
Personal atmosphere.
Oh,
I've got 2 left.
I have to buy more than one.
I probably want to grab 2 more. How much are they?
I think it was 5 gold. I think is what it was.
5 each.
5 each. Okay.
All right, so
If we get marooned, I don't want to be sucking void right away.
He doesn't want to suck void. I think that's a common issue.
Yes, 5 gold. I actually printed it and put it in my book here.
Okay, so 10 gold off.
Can I go dance with Luigi while we wait?
Sure.
Inventory.
He'll like float in the air and kind of spin back and forth a little bit with all of his eye stalks waving around.
that has to be the
Katie's
weirdest
purple
thing
hair
I've
is
ever
like-
seen.
Waving in the breeze.
I don't know, but you've seen some pretty weird shit.
He like spins upended and then goes back the other way.
I'm just happy he's a good beholder because
think
I've
you got
heard
a
about
fan.
the bad ones.
I like Luigi.
So you're heading back to the Star Runner down in the docks. Is that what's
Yeah,
happening?
I think so.
Yep, I think that's what we're
Yeah.
gonna do. I've
Okay.
got my goal on.
Okay.
Did I introduce GH to all of you? Is that
To
some
the
point?
crew.
I don't know. I mean, it's been a month since. I mean, it took you some of that time to get him up and activated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably at some point you would have seen me playing with it.
Whoa.
Trying to put it back together.
I tried. You just rolled a 1
Yeah, I
on the
did.
D100.
The
I'm
D100.
just saying.
That's impressive.
Moving
Only
on,
John.
then.
I'm his sister, so if I've seen him playing with it, it's more than once.
Yeah. So
On that note,
We share a room, man.
I'm also 60 years old. Yeah. Post menopause.
it's all wrinkly and saggy.
Post menopause?
So back to
Someday
the
my hens will get henopause.
back to the ball eater. I mean, the Star Runner.
we love your critical role.
They have a ship on Critical Role called the Ball Eater. Oh. Anyway, so you guys head back to the ship. So you get there.
It's going to be
Okay.
up to you to sell this now.
All right, so come aboard with you guys.
Are you
Ask.
talking, sweet talking people?
We'll see. Ask one of the crew if we could talk to the captain in his cabin,
I don't
preferably.
think, well, we are part of the crew, so I don't
That's
think
a-
we-
Yeah, you are part of the crew.
Okay, so find Captain Brown.
Yeah. So he's in his quarters.
And is anybody else in there right now?
No, just him. He's
Okay,
kind of
all
going
right,
over
so
some star
kinda,
charts. And,
Knock on the door and be like, hey, "Can we come in and talk to you for a second?" was trying not to be loud.
No, that's fine. As long as you don't do this, you're fine.
Sell that acting.
I got really into it.
And it was awesome. So anyway, I asked.
so Captain Braun-
So have you guys come in and close the door behind you? So I kind of turned to him and go, so I have kind of an interesting proposition for you, because while we were off here in the last couple of weeks, Matisse and I ended up finding some intel about a space station that's somewhere nearby. And supposedly the space station has this great evil on it. I'd like to see if there's something I can do about that. I like stopping things like that. And I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing if it's a space station out in the middle of nowhere, I don't know if it's abandoned. It might have treasure or something on it. So I don't know if there would be something there to make it worth your while. But it's something we'd really like to check out. So I just wanted to see what you thought.
Okay, so DM clarification. It's a distant
Okay.
space station. It's not close.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I misunderstood.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
But Braun's response to you
Yeah.
is, well, we don't have any missions at the moment.
Okay.
And what is it? Explain to me again. What is happening? Some evil?
There's an evil on a space station. The intel was not very specific beyond that, but it was from a source that I really trust. And basically, it was an evil that needs to be stopped. And I think my source wouldn't have told me about it if she didn't think that there was something that myself and my cohorts would be able to do about it.
I see.
So, and I have a means to guide us there from that same source.
Well, you have proven yourself very trustworthy, and we don't have any other missions, so sure, we can do that.
Okay.
Do you have any idea how far away that it is?
I'm not completely sure, so I'm sorry. I wish I could give you a better estimate. I just, I think the beacon I have will be able to give me a general sense of direction. I know it's not close by, so we should probably be prepared. I don't know if it could be days to get out there or what, but just in case. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Arvine's not very good at getting to the heart of a merchant.
There might be treasure.
I did
We
say
mentioned
that.
there might be treasure.
So,
An evil in the form
whatever.
of treasure.
Arvine's a little
Mission accomplished.
sincere.
Go ahead, Matt.
Captain Braun says, I'll tell Olo to get the ship ready, and we'll leave in about 20 minutes.
All right. That sounds great. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yay, space!
I'll go stow the golem.
Stow the goat.
Have you
Stow the goat.
introduced G88 to the crew in this month? To the crew on the ship, I mean?
I could say yes, but that wouldn't be any fun.
So is he in the cabin with you when you're talking to Braun?
All right. He was with us.
He was with us.
Yeah,
I did come bring him. So
Okay, so as he gets up to go see Olo, he kind of stops and seems to notice this other person in here and says, what is that?
oh, hey, Captain. I've turned
That's
into a
my
cowboy
new friend.
again, because I like to introduce you to,
GH.
you know. Yeah.
GH. Okay.
Just added a little bit of spare time, so I managed to assemble a healing golem. Meet GH88. GH88, this is our captain.
He's my friend.
So you see the scrolling message on GH88. Message. Trebek.
Shocker Trebek.
On the screen, that's where his eyes would be, and it says, "Hello, Captain." And Captain Braun says, "Hello, GH88. Is it?"
Yeah, just think of him as...
Oh, okay.
He's on the payroll.
Nice to meet you, G. Homie.
Shaking his head.
You just got a blue flag for that one.
Well, golem of healing. That sounds like something we can use. welcome to the crew of the Star Runner. Gee.
I love how awkward he was. It's perfect.
The message says, "Thank you, Captain." Okay, and then he goes and gets Olo. 30 minutes go by, and the ship is ready to go.
He said 20.
So,
He said 20 or 30.
Captain, GH gets a cut of the profits too, right?
Don't push it, brother.
Is he more than just like a constructed creature?
Does it matter?
Well,
Arvine kind of like hits you in the
Fine.
if someone like those wizards, they summon familiars and things, and we're not sure we'd give them a cut of the profits.
Well, I had to ask.
Don't mind him. He's very miserly.
Oh, I understand.
But we love him anyway.
I love that she's giving him the look. Wow,
So they take away the mooring ropes, and the ship backs out.
It's the boring line.
It points out into deep space, and it slowly starts to move away from the rock, and you can kind of hear and feel the hum of the spell jamming engine as it moves slowly away. And he sort of just kind of coasts out there for a little ways until it gets to a safe distance from the rock, and then
Okay.
Clear the shipping lines.
and then looks to you.
Okay, so we're up on the bridge with him
Yeah.
and the.
Well, I mean, just everybody's out on
and
deck.
Hal and okay, so
Yeah,
I kind of.
well, no, Hal is at the spell
Okay,
jamming
so I
helm.
kind of like hold this necklace and kind of like lift it up just so the beam of light points towards me. I'm not going to try to point it anywhere because I could never pull that off. But I say, okay, so and what?
Screw your plan,
What,
John.
what does
Well,
no?
as long
What
as-
does my instincts
plan
tell
was
me
cute,
that I
but
need to do?
The plan was for
It's a
plausible
device
deniability.
to- so
So essentially, you just get a sense of direction,
okay.
and you just kind
All
of
right,
point.
so I kind of say, okay, so the beacon is telling me that we need to go that way, and I tell Braun and Hal
Okay.
that.
Okay. So Braun tells Hal to head in that direction.
Okay.
And so then the ship moves off in that direction.
Yeah. Did you hear metal?
Yes.
Can you see if one of my cats is like digging in a purse or something that he shouldn't? I'm sorry. Take a quick.
Sure it's not Athena?
Oh, maybe. That's true.
That could be
Yeah,
an
she's
Athena.
not sitting on the couch where
That
she
girl.
was. That girl. That guy.
Okay. So,
It's like space jamming pirate music.
kind of.
Space
We didn't have-
cowboy,
we don't
space,
have a bar.
space western.
We needed a bird.
You do actually. Maze is an entertainer.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. I got a crew manifest.
You do have a crew manifest.
Oh, do I have? I'm trying to remember if
I
I
gave
have
all of
proficiency.
you a list of the crew.
Yeah,
I didn't bother pulling
Maze,
that out.
entertainer.
What do I get for my background? I think I get games.
So I mean, as you start to travel one day after another, Maze does do some entertaining. So just so you guys know, Maze does have the inspiring leader feat,
Oh, cool.
so he can give you guys temporary hit points
Before heading out.
before heading out somewhere. Yes.
Cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that wasn't available at first when you guys weren't quite crew members yet, and you guys really weren't sort of in the fold. But you guys were very successful on that mission, the salvage mission, and you've been on and off the ship over the past month, so he feels enough familiar with all of you now that he will offer you, the value of its entertainment before you go out to do something. Off
That's
the ship.
awesome.
I want to be an entertainer.
Oh,
You can certainly sing along with Maze if you would like.
Yay!
So like
wonder how long
over
it was
the
before I
days,
stopped trying to boss Ward around.
he Maze gladly sings with you.
La 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 la.
So 3 days go by,
Okay.
and then a fourth day goes by,
Ooh.
and then a fifth day goes by, and then a sixth day goes by.
Wow.
So it starts to get out to like 10 days, and Captain Braun has been checking in with you over the past couple of the days, and
Yeah.
basically asking you if you're really sure about this.
Yeah.
I mean, he's taken longer voyages than this before, but
Okay.
that was typically when they had a very specific purpose in mind.
Okay.
This is for a bit of an excursion. This is
Yeah, I mean, now it's getting on to 10 days now, and he asks, and basically he comes to you, when he asks you if you're really sure about this, and just so you know, you are absolutely positive that
Yeah.
you are heading in the right direction, and you get some kind of a sense from your connection with Mayaheen that you are definitely getting closer.
Okay.
And probably about the only thing that you could really tell him based on your instincts, and again, this sort of, sort of weird, anomalous sort of connection that you have with Mayaheen, is that you feel like you're over halfway there.
Okay.
That's the only thing you can really tell him.
Okay.
But I mean, I want to know, as the dungeon master, what do you tell Braun?
I tell him that I'm really sure. I think I have a feeling that we're more than halfway there. I apologize that this is more days out than.
And then
thought
this
I'd be taking
source is reliable. You're sure of this?
It is. It's never, that source has never steered me wrong before. So.
Okay. Well, I mean, I have no reason not to trust you. So,
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it.
if we are truly going to help destroy some evil, then it is certainly a worthy mission.
Okay. Thank you.
So, there's a couple people on
favor
the
doesn't help either.
there's a couple people on the crew. I mean, because there's about 20 other sort of random crew members, who are not like officers, for lack of a better word, and they're getting a little bit restless.
Okay.
But again, some of the crew members that you met that are sort of like in the officer position, they're more familiar with all of you, and they keep reassuring the other crew that there's nothing to worry about. It's fine, and they keep reminding them that they have taken on much longer missions before in the past.
Okay.
But again, some of the crew members, some of the random crew are a little bit nervous because they don't have any kind of specificity as to what's happening, where they're going, what's going on.
Okay.
But essentially, the officers are basically easing the rest of the crew.
Okay.
So 2 weeks go by total. A total of 2 weeks go by.
Okay.
That's 14 days.
Yep.
Thank you. A fortnight, if you
That's
will.
20 days.
Is it?
No,
I thought it was 2 weeks.
it is 2 weeks.
I thought it was 14 days.
No,
Anyway,
the score is 20. What am I talking about? Ignore me.
Or score
Yes, that's right. That's
in 20
yes.
years ago.
Yeah.
okay, so at the end of your 2-week journey through wild space, you arrive at the space station. It has a disc-shaped design and appears to have 3 levels. The middle level is slightly smaller in diameter than the top and bottom level. There are small windows visible around the perimeter of each disc-shaped level, and there appears to be light coming from inside. The bottom level, that is relative to the Star Runner's current attitude in wild space, has 2 docking bays. They are not big enough for a ship, but outside one of them is a Dragonfly ship. So how would you like to proceed? I mean, from outside, it just looks like a space station with a ship docked there, which
Okay.
is not an unusual sight.
Okay. Does this seem like something where maybe the rest of the crew would be able to debark like a port or something like that? Does it seem like it's populated by a lot of people? Or
Based on its size, it's actually in orbit around a planet.
okay.
Okay, it's in orbit around a planet.
Okay.
Is it a hell planet?
No,
Okay.
Is it a pretty planet?
it looks kind of nice from here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does the station appear to be derelict?
I mean, you've seen space stations before, and it just looks like a pretty standard space station. And there are lights from inside, and there's a ship dock there. So,
Okay.
people have to get to and
Somebody's
from.
home.
It appears
Okay.
that somebody's
Alright,
there.
so
I mean, you indicated, Arvine, that there was some evil there.
Yes.
So basically, Captain Braun has Hal stop the ship,
Okay.
and he goes to you and he says, "So this evil, you don't have any real information about that, am I correct?"
I don't have any details beyond that. I'm sorry.
Okay, so
But her directions got us here.
so yes, I mean we have you on the crew because of your combat prowess. So I'm going to have the crew stay here while you do whatever investigating that you want to do.
Okay. I mean, is this something where, like, would we need to request permission to send people over? Does it seem like a really highly manned station where people would request to dock or land?
I'm sorry, I was trying I meant to answer your question about the fact that based on its size, Greg,
Yeah.
you think it could maybe hold like about a dozen people or so?
Okay.
You know, I mean, it depends on what the purpose of the space station is. If it's taken up by a lot of equipment and stuff that's used to monitor certain things, it would depend. But you think it can handle like about a dozen people or so?
So it's
Okay.
in operation is
Okay.
basically what you're saying. It's not abandoned or anything like that.
Well, you don't know if it's abandoned.
That's almost smaller than the ship we're
Okay.
on.
The fact that there's a ship there would indicate that it's probably not abandoned.
Right. So would the proper decorum be that we, like, how do we communicate via things or with things like this?
We need to
Sorry.
hail the space station.
Do we hail them? Do we ask to send people over? Like, I don't know enough
No,
about
what you
this
would do
universe
what you
to
would do is you would
understand.
basically go around to the side wherever the dock is,
Yeah.
and typically somebody would be on duty
Okay.
to evaluate
Okay.
and potentially
Okay.
greet ships as they come in.
Okay. So if there's one ship there, then is there room for the whole Star Runner to also approach those docks, or would
Yeah,
we
he
need to
said
take
that
a?
it wasn't big
it's
enough for
not
the
big
Star
enough,
Runner,
so we'd
but
have
we could
to
take a dinghy over.
a lifeboat
Yeah, you-
over.
yeah, you can take one of the
All
lifeboats over,
I
yeah.
have to step away from the table real quick.
Okay.
So I'll be
Okay.
right back. Sorry.
So, just real quick, I thought this was interesting. You guys might want to know this. The distance that you guys just traveled was 1,400,000,000 miles.
Oh,
400 million.
1,400,000,000.
billion.
did they do that by jumping, or how did they?
No, it's a ship can travel 100 million miles per day.
Wow.
Which is about 4 million miles per hour.
Oh,
Which that's.
That's a lot of whiplash.
I was looking at the Spelljammer stuff there, and I was like, how fast does a ship travel? And so I just wrote that stuff down. So
Does a tip travel?
just the tip. That's the only part that travels.
The front fell off.
Travels.
Travels.
There's some serious dampening that's occurring. Wow.
ooh.
All right, so you guys are gonna take a lifeboat over to the docking bay that does not have the ship in front of it, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
You said the spaceship is not very big, right?
The Dragonfly?
No, the
Space station?
Space station, yes.
Yeah, I mean
Station.
it's not like a you know there are space stations that are kind of like big malls, you know, big rest stops that are much bigger than this.
Okay.
By the size of this one, you're thinking it's probably some kind of a research station is probably what it is.
Okay.
There's probably some kind of a crew on there that is doing research, maybe about the planet or maybe something nearby or something.
I mean, it's up to you guys, but I wouldn't mind taking just kind of drive by that dragonfly over there, take a look at it. If we're here to look at some big evil, I don't want it to get the drop on us.
I mean, we could cruise by it on our way to the docks. And
Yeah,
just
just take a little swing.
So, I mean,
by.
you guys can
let's do
circle
that,
around the
just to
station
have
10 times if you
awareness,
want.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so you take the lifeboat and you go around to the Dragonfly, and as far as you can tell, it looks like a standard Dragonfly ship.
Do we know what kind of people
It's outside of my
normally
30-foot
crew
range.
a dragonfly ship? Like-
Typically, it's humans. Sometimes elves use them. I mean, any race can use any ship.
Okay.
But typically, dragonflies are usually they're built by humans, and oftentimes they're piloted by humans and/or elves.
All right. So yeah, I guess let's dock and head on in. I mean, I don't think it's likely that everybody on here would be evil, but we need to figure out what's going on. So
We can't take that
just
chance.
Going through.
Let's just blow up this place and move on.
I disagree.
All right.
I love you, Strauss.
This big missile. Boom! All right. I guess we're done. Let's go home.
Irene kind of looks at you guys and raises
Let's look for
an eyebrow.
salvage.
Did you get any more feelings from your visions now that we're here?
Feeling.
I don't think I've had any.
Your instinct from Mayheen tells you that you're in the right spot.
Okay. I just
music?
know this is the right place.
Yeah. Plus, like you saw
So, I
it in your
think-
vision, Kate.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, saw it.
Yeah.
So you're like, yep, this is it.
Yeah, I mean, this is absolutely the right place. So I don't know what evil we're going to find, but I think we should investigate first before we make judgments. Wow.
Sorry, Sarah and I just dancing to the music.
Yeah, if you can't hear it, it sounds.
I was dancing too.
It sounds
Egyptian-ish?
Arabian,
Yeah, kind of Arabian
like snake
in
dancing,
nature.
kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you pass by the Dragonfly ship, you see the other docking bay, and the doors are open. The docking bay are open on the side with the Dragonfly, and the docking bay is also open on the side that has no ship there.
Who left the airlock open?
Well, it's not like actual space where you open the airlock and
Yeah, I
people
know,
get
bubbles.
sucked out. Correct.
Bubbles.
Yeah, I mean the whole space station has a gravity plane, and it has an air envelope around it where gravity is to the gravity plane within the air bubble.
Oh, air bubbles.
Air bubbles. Yep.
Okay.
So we should probably put on our atmospheres.
No, that's only if you're in an area that doesn't have breathable air. Yeah, as you move away from the Star Runner, you take a small air envelope with the lifeboat.
Oh, okay.
And then when you get
last
when you get into the air envelope, basically the atmosphere. Think about it as like an atmosphere. Like when you get into the atmosphere of the space station, the air that's around around the lifeboat takes on the quality of the air of a larger object,
Okay.
unless you have a personal atmosphere, in which case that little pocket of air around you, it always stays the same. They're designed like that so you can survive in case you're floating in space or you happen to hit like some deadly air or something. It's designed specifically to keep you from mixing with other air envelopes.
Speaking of quality of air, what is the quality of air once we get into the air?
As you move into the air envelope, it is fresh air.
It is fresh air.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fresh air. Yeah.
Well,
So I guess that's
this evil apparently
Breathes the
likes
same
to
air.
breathe.
normal
So,
air.
okay.
So, all right, well, I guess, shall we go check it out?
Let's shout.
Let's dock.
Yeah.
All right. So you can basically pilot the lifeboat right in and just set it down on the dock in there.
Yeah.
Anybody come out to greet us?
No, there's nobody here in the docking bay.
Oh, they're all dead. All right, let's blow up the space station and get out of here.
Janie hits Strax upside the back of his head.
Irvine says, thank you, Janie.
Matisse just shakes her head.
You know, like the Genozo slap from NCIS.
Right.
Proby.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Cue the creepy Star Station music.
Oh shit, man! We're gonna see things again.
Crap. No, I'm
see
predicting
dead
zombies this time.
Okay. So you pull in and you put the ship and you put the lifeboat down,
Yep.
and you get out of the lifeboat, and you can see in the docking bay that there are a lot of crates around, and there are some doors that lead off into other rooms. There is a diagram on the wall that shows the layout of this current level.
Okay.
So if you want to flip the map there,
We can just take it right up.
yeah, you see a diagram of this, of the map.
Okay.
Sorry, would you mind taking a picture of that for the Instagram?
I would.
Do it, batch!
Where are we entering?
If you could turn it so the docking bay is that way. Yes.
What does the ship sound like? Does it sound like anything? Or do we hear...
Photogram.
You kind of saw that power source.
I knocked over Gene. I knocked over Arvine.
Just
You,
leave Janie on the floor.
That's Arvine.
you saw that power source in the middle of it, and you can kind of just barely detect the hum of that.
Okay.
so that's the only noise we hear?
Yeah, and it's not so much a noise as it's like a vibration. Think about like Star Trek: The Next Generation, when you kind of hear the warp nacelles humming
Yeah.
throughout the show.
But there's no people that we've encountered.
No, you don't hear anything whatsoever.
Just a giant vibrator.
However,
With discs.
so in addition to this diagram on the wall that shows the basic layout of this level, there is a path of what looks like dried blood coming from the door with the word Security Zone 3.0
Okay.
written on the floor in front of it,
Okay.
How's that for marching order?
which is that corner right there. Yep. So basically, there is a trail of dried
Okay.
blood.
And that's a door there?
That's a door.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems to be coming from behind that door, and it basically streaks out and goes basically to the edge of where you guys are.
Oh, all the way to the
So-
edge of the docking bay?
Yeah,
Okay, so it comes out to this way towards the docking bay.
correct. You guys basically flew over it as you came in. You weren't quite sure what it was as you flew in. You set it down, you got out, and as you were taking everything in, you saw the diagram, and you saw, that looks like streaked blood.
That's
Yay!
In the dock, in the bay itself,
Yeah,
not on the
back
diagram. Sorry, I'm getting confused.
It's
You're
on,
seeing it on the floor.
it's on the floor.
Okay.
It's on the floor.
There's streaked
Okay.
blood on the floor.
Does the blood go out to like the dragonfly ship?
No, it goes out that way.
Just
So
okay.
something or someone was bleeding out, probably managed to get to a ship and got away.
Or got dragged to the ship and
Or got
taken away.
Right.
Or that.
I'm wondering if we should
Or came
poke,
into the station somehow.
Could have come into the
we
station all
could
straight
poke
to
our
blood.
head
I
on the
doubt it.
dragonfly ship and see if someone's out there bleeding out.
It'd probably be a good idea to check to check that ship
Just so
before
we don't have someone come in behind us, right?
Right.
Okay. So with this knowledge that we have, it looks like something bloody that most likely left. I don't think it would go into the station, but maybe I'm wrong. We'd like to go
how fresh?
cautiously check out the dragonfly ship.
Okay.
I was just going to ask, in looking at the blood, how fresh do we determine it to be?
Is it still wet or is it super
Like-
dry?
You take a look at it. It's pretty obvious that it's dry.
Okay, so meaning it's been down there for a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Correct.
All right, so walk back over to the dragonfly ship. It's docked, right? I'm assuming
Yep,
there's
it's
a
docked over
gangway
there.
or something.
There is a gangway. Yes. Or gangplank. Sorry.
All right. Take the angle of. I don't want to just barge onto somebody's ship, so
Why not? That's why they call them barges.
You're gonna knock, just knock.
I just kind of. Is there a
Check it
door
for
onto the
traps.
ship, or is it just like a gangway that goes over to a deck, basically?
It goes over to a deck essentially.
Okay, so I just kind of like, maybe tap a little bit on the gangway and kind of raise my voice a little bit, not enough to like shoot it through the whole space station. Say, hello, is anybody here?
There's no response.
Okay, so.
Well,
let's walk
if you're not
over.
going to go, I'm
I'll
gonna
walk
go.
over.
All right, let's go.
I should have actually printed up a picture of a dragonfly ship.
That's okay.
Okay,
It's a
so-
dragonfly ship.
Now a dice tray.
So we cautiously kind of try to just see if there's anybody on the deck, down in the cabin
She
spaces
cautiously. I think
below.
he's just barging on board.
Yeah, pretty much.
So why don't we do investigation,
Okay.
and if you want, you can all make individual rolls, or two of you can work together so that one of you will get an advantage roll. You guys kind of figure out how you want to do it.
Investigation, not perception.
Investigation.
Okay. All right, Strax, I can help you since we're kind of.
I mean, if you specifically don't want to touch anything, you can use perception instead.
No, I got no problems touching things.
Okay, well, Janie, do you want to help him investigate?
Make a roll to bad touch.
Matisse, will you just help me look around?
I'll help him investigate.
Okay, and
Okay.
then I'll perceptify.
Okay.
That's to increase our chances.
What are you doing?
That's okay. Mine's good.
Are you helping her perceptify?
Yes.
Down there.
So she drops her dice all over the place.
I did.
Don't lift your dice tray, man.
Well, if I don't, then that's when things just go.
Then why do you throw it this way? Throw it that way.
Whatever. I rolled a 1 and 4, so
You
it
just
doesn't matter
cock in
anyway.
You were going to print one without the divot in the end.
I was, but I haven't gotten to it yet because that's when dice go flying like that. So,
Well, you got a 14 that time.
unfortunately, it's too
so
late.
Matisse is helping me perceptify. Okay, that's good. The second one. I don't know where that went.
Flying
So
dice.
anyway, so with perception, we at least got a 21.
All right. I put my
21
trust
on
in you guys,
perception.
and you screwed me.
And
so
Strax and Janie.
Strax
I got an
dorked it up
8 on
big time on investigation.
Okay. So
He's still grumbling that we didn't let him blow stuff up.
I blow stuff up for him.
Matisse
and I enjoy
and
it.
Arvine,
Yep.
you can see a couple of pieces of paper that are on one of the decks where it appears like it has information that has to do with the planet below.
Diagrams on deck with information about that?
They're not diagrams.
Okay.
They're just like
Pamphlets.
reports.
Okay.
You know,
Notes.
like collected data, notes, yeah, stuff like that.
Notes like you're writing right now.
Right.
Yeah, and if you look at it, it talks about like different flora and fauna from the planet.
Okay.
The planet actually has a name. Where was it?
It's scientific stuff.
One of the notes says Centauri 6, which seems to indicate the name of the planet.
Okay.
Centauri 6.
Yeah,
A
Centauri
great source
6.
of unobtainium.
Okay.
Or 2 days ago.
All right. So,
So again, it appears like it's just,
Okay.
it's research notes essentially. It's research notes.
if we poke around and try to find like a captain's cabin or something like that, do we maybe find a log or anything like that?
Find the captain's log.
If we're seeing that bad shit went down, that's because now I'm worried about if it's the station, if it's something from the planet.
If we find the
it's-
captain's
yeah.
log, that's bad shit.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Now I get the joke. Nice job. Nice job.
But you have to go to the poop deck.
Greg is not impressed.
Sarah's got the snort can going.
Yay, buddy jokes. Okay.
And Greg's like, okay. You love me, Greg.
Greg's done. Okay.
So, any luck finding stuff
So
like that?
there is you're not familiar with the layout of the ship very much from the inside, but you go to where you believe the captain's cabin would be, and the door is locked.
Okay.
Not for long.
Knock on the door and say, hello.
You don't hear
Anyone?
anything. You don't hear
Yeah.
anything. No.
Okay.
Is the ship quiet?
The ship's quiet. Yeah.
All right.
All right, some Strax, I think we might find
I
something
forget what
important.
I have to roll.
Any traces of blood on the ship?
You don't see any. No. With all of your investigating and perceptifying, you did not find any blood anywhere on the ship.
Is it just dexterity plus proficiency?
Correct.
Okay.
There's no damage on the ship anywhere. I mean, it doesn't look like anything suspicious.
What did the note say on them?
It's stuff about the planet. It's stuff about like plants and
Research.
animals and research notes. Yeah.
John, you need new dice.
My dice do not like me
You want to
today.
roll my dice?
I only rolled a 6 to get that door open.
It's a tricky lock, and you're not
tricky
quite
lock.
sure how to get it open.
Excuse me.
Well, I can always exit a question.
Irving kind of like sighs and
wanna
like
start
nods
smashing
her
at
head
the door.
you. Yep.
Can I shock it open?
Well, I mean, just about every object has armor class and hit points if you want to try to destroy any objects.
But if there's something in there, we don't really want to wake it up or draw attention to ourselves.
I mean, somebody
Yeah,
could,
no, I
somebody could be sleeping.
I don't.
Somebody could be sleeping
Someone
in there.
could be
Knocked on the
sleeping,
door.
but we knocked on the door.
Yeah.
I'm worried if somebody's dead. That would be.
They're all dead, Dave.
I can fix it later.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal. Open the pod bay
Attack
doors,
the
Hal.
door.
He's attacking the door.
I'm
Attacking the door. Okay.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
attacking the door.
Darkness.
Let me look at my DM screen here.
Your damn screen. Damn screen.
So we'll say this is medium,
I'm going to just halberd the door.
and it is resilient, so I'm going to give it some hit points here. And so the armor class of this object
It's probably
Is-
higher than what I'm about
is
to roll.
15.
Okay.
I think this is the first time Chris has ever given us an armor class.
That's all right. But it's just a door.
Just a door.
Okay, go ahead.
Just a door.
Wow.
Did you just roll one?
Yes, I did.
Yes, he did.
So
You are
far
so
tonight, I have rolled two.
fired.
Did you just cut your own hand off?
Nope. I forgot how long the halberd is, and I got it stuck in this.
I kind of like gentle elbow Matisse and say, Matisse, could you help with this, please?
I'm gonna shock
So
it.
far tonight, I have rolled 2 1s and 2 4s.
If you guys are going to work together to break down this door, we'll just say that you do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna shock
You
it.
start smashing and bashing on the door.
AC 20.
you shock it, you electrify it, you smash it, you hack it, you stab it. Eventually, you break this door down.
Okay.
All right.
And there is an empty, what you believe is a captain's chamber inside.
Okay.
Wow, that was worth it.
All right, Matisse, will you help me look around to see if there's any?
I mean, it has some
logs or
clothes. You know, it
stuff?
has some clothes and
How many points do we get for the door?
how many experience points for the door? 0 divided by 4 is 0.
I got a perception check 18 to try to
Carry
find
the
things in
one,
the room.
0.
Matisse, what I need.
One.
Again, you see you see some scientific sort of like paraphernalia around, like you would expect
Okay.
from a researcher. But
Okay.
you find a bong.
Nice.
That's what I was thinking.
I know. Some incense.
Okay.
It would make my tooth feel better.
Okay. Have we searched the whole ship now and no people, no other interesting material?
Correct.
no
It doesn't.
other-
It,
okay.
it,
I
Okay.
believe we have determined that there is
Ship.
nothing of interest on the ship.
yes,
All right.
but you did destroy the door of the captain's chamber.
All right.
I'll fix it later. Don't worry about it.
For 0 XP.
Right.
Let's
At least
back.
we know there's nobody going to be coming up behind us. So
Right.
back to
Unless they're coming up behind us on the ship.
the bloodstreaks.
So, do we want to go through
say
the
we follow
door
the
that
blood
has
trail.
blood, or do we want to go through the other?
Jeannie says follow the blood trail.
Okay.
It is
Someone
kind of
could
an
be
obvious lead.
Heads
so-
down into
Yeah.
danger. Yep. Here
Okay,
we go.
I can't reach over there. Let's see. Set up some.
The
Oh,
bot is
there you
that
go.
with
GH,
us?
why don't you heal the door? Or at it.
Heal the door.
Never mind.
Please think of a name for that.
What, GH88?
Yes.
That's his name.
That is the name.
His name is GH88.
It's
Can we give him a
it's
nickname?
throwing off.
It's like
Greg, though.
R2D2, C3PO. It's GH88.
Just because it's my initials, it's very
And we call him GH, so we call him G.
That's his designation.
How
You
about
can do whatever
HG?
you want.
Healing golem. HG.
But he's not a healing golem. He's a golem of healing.
That is correct.
Don't
Okay.
roll your eyes at me.
So who's up in the front there? There's Arvine and
Our usual tanks.
And
Matisse.
Matisse.
Matisse. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Gollum,
before you actually
brother.
get to the door, you're walking up and you're approaching the door,
Uh-oh.
and you see this dark, sort of ethereal, shadowy shape come through the door, and it has what looks like the shape of like a scythe, and it swings down and attacks. Let's see. Greg, you'll be low. Kate, Arvine, you'll be high.
Great.
So it's low. So it swings this shadowy scythe at Matisse.
Good timing.
Where is it?
Can I reactionary?
told you
I need stats. I need stats.
I can't reactionary.
I'll always
do
have a bad
anything
feeling about this.
Yet.
Okay.
You have a high AC though, and now you're doing the damage that you should be doing too, right? Yay!
This is probably going to be all kinds of bad.
His shirt doesn't like to stay.
Okay, so the shadowy scythe goes right through you, and you feel this racking pain. 1D. Okay, so you take. You take 9 slashing damage.
He's not bloody yet.
Nope.
Do we have the temporary hit points?
Yes, you have 3 temporary hit points from Maze.
Okay.
Thank you.
That would have been good to tell us before we left.
So you take 9 slashing, which
So that
so
gets
so
rid of those.
so
So it's 6.
So it's 6. Yep. And then you take 5 necrotic.
Oh my goodness gracious. Aren't you resistant to something, Greg?
Radiation.
Radiant.
It's not radiation.
You're
Greg.
resistant to radiant.
It's radiant.
Yeah, I have divine
I have
body.
resistance to radiation damage.
Well, it's a good thing. And
That's a good one.
be a good thing
That's
to
a good
have
one. I like that. I like that a lot. So the figure.
I say we house rule that radiation is radiant damage.
So the figure tries to move back through the door, giving both of you an opportunity attack.
Okay.
All right.
It comes through the door, slashes through Matisse, and
Okay.
then drifts back
Yeah.
like it's trying to go through the
Okay.
door.
Yeah, I would have had the one Wakazashi out as we were exploring.
Blood went away.
Maybe this is where the blood came from.
Well, this thing's bad. That hits really hard. All right.
Do you guys want to take your opportunity
Of
attack?
course, yeah.
So that makes me bloody.
That makes
It
Greg
shouldn't
bloody.
have made you bloody.
And let's see,
He only has 21 hit points. And he,
2.
22.
Yeah.
So that's minus
And he
11.
took 30.
9 plus 5 is 14. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
14. So you should have only had 11 taken away from you.
Which
You
out
had
of
3 temporaries.
Yeah.
right, but out of 21, that's still more than half.
But he's showing 9 right now, which is
Oh, that's not right.
So let's see. So let me.
Yeah, D&D Beyond will do that for you. If you put in the 3 temporary hit points and then say you take 14
Right, so
damage,
let me put
it'll
that back.
deal with that.
So. All right.
Wait, you should have been full up because we had a long rest before we
Yeah.
got.
So let me put that back, so I can subtract it correctly. Let's see. All right. So.
Put in your 3 temps.
So that's 3. Right. Okay, so damage is. How much was the total
14.
damage? 14. Okay.
And then hit apply.
Okay.
Damage.
That's
so
better.
You're just barely bloody.
Okay.
So for the listeners who don't know, bloodied is less than half of your maximum hit points.
Which he says every time.
It's because they could be listening.
It could be the first time they're listening to it.
Yeah, so.
I'm
Started
nitpicking now.
episode 4.
Anyway, yes, our
Unless you're Star
Jane
Wars.
swings
Opportunity attacks.
with her Wakazashi.
Okay.
Star Wars started
Oop.
episode 4.
Was that a 1 or a 4?
That's a 4.
It seems to be the knights for 1 and 4s.
Yeah, so that's going to be 10 to hit.
Your weapon just kind of seems to pass right through it.
Okay.
All right, with my laser sword.
Kill it, bird.
Ugh. Our dice hate us.
Not a good dice night.
He rolled
That's
a
gonna be
2,
7.
Chris.
I'm just gonna roll out
7.
my ones here for a couple
Again, it
minutes.
kind of goes through this like spectral being, and it goes back through the door.
Okay.
That dice is fired.
Okay. So back away from the door.
Yeah, that was like 10 feet from the door. So you guys were in the next square back. Yep.
Okay.
It stepped out, it attacked, and went back.
Wow.
I'm hiding behind my brother.
This doesn't bode well.
So that's not good.
Here,
We want to try to go in through the other door.
hang on a second.
I'd say we back away further for now. And you should be healing while we're trying to decide what we want to do.
Well, I can't do anything till it's my turn.
Well, we're
No,
not
we're not in
really in
combat.
rounds right now. We're
We
not really in
haven't
rounds.
rolled
That was
Yeah.
kind of a surprise attack, and then you got a.
If I were you,
was basically a
I'd
surprise
use your
attack, right?
full lay on hands ability on yourself, because if you get knocked unconscious, we can still use your potions. That's like,
We can knock unconscious. We can still loot your body.
or you can say, or
well, it's
hang on.
he can't use his healing abilities.
Give you shit.
Hey, well,
you say you're bloody, right? So, hey, GH, let's see what you can do.
Oh. Okay.
That's what he's there for.
Yep.
So GH goes over, and his hand converts into like this syringe. That transforms.
Nice.
7.
7.
If I'm reading that right.
Thank you, GH.
The message across his eye says, "You're welcome."
So it's not like a normal healing potion, or
So
it's just
restores
like a
1d8
unique.
plus your proficiency bonus.
ability.
It's something unique to him.
plus
Okay.
two, so-
That's really
It's
cool.
something that is artifice related,
neat.
so I'm trying to put an
Yeah.
artifice kind of spin on it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I guess I'll keep you around a little longer.
Okay.
So you see this message go across GH's eyes that says, "What was that?"
So that thing just hit her really hard.
Well, we'll just have to hit it back
Do we want to
really
try
hard.
to charge through the door after it, or do we want to try this other door over here and see if we can sneak up on it from behind somehow?
What
I'm-
out that door?
I don't know.
I seriously doubt we're going to be sneaking up on this thing, so let's just pursue.
Okay.
Well, there's supposed to be a person around somewhere in here.
Well, there are lights on, but lights could have been left on by whatever was killed by this thing, right?
Chased out by this thing.
Yeah.
I mean, there should be some people here.
Yeah.
Not with that thing floating
Hey.
around. All right.
Do I have any instinct as to whether it would be better to just charge through that door? Or...
I don't think
I'm gonna
dogs
check
are
the
like
door.
to think about.
Okay, so there's a panel on the side that obviously is the open the door button.
Okay. I press the open the door button.
Okay, the door opens and the figure is right there and it swings at you.
Okay.
Are we in initiative now?
Yes, we will be in initiative now.
All right.
Does that mean roll for initiative?
Yes, everybody roll for initiative.
All right,
Whatever.
that'll work.
It's bigger than a 4.
One would hope.
Oh, dude.
Okay, Janie, initiative.
10.
Matisse,
14.
Strax,
7.
7.
7.
Arvine.
Saw that
23.
episode today.
How did I know?
Of course. She's the one that rolled a freaking 19.
Would have counted.
Oh,
Yeah, my opportunity attack. That would it would have been nice to roll that.
What's your dex
19
mod?
on that. +4. Oh shit!
oh boy.
That thing rolled high. Nobody else rolled an
Does the
18.
golem get a place in line?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, actually,
no,
he goes
his
right after.
initiative-
He's
yes.
on yours, right?
Yeah, he goes right after me in initiative order.
Oh boy!
Does he have an attack?
He has a heal.
Well, probably definitely. Yeah.
Actually, he doesn't have an attack.
No, he does not have any kind
Well,
of an
hopefully,
attack.
if he's not attacking,
Although it
he
does say that GH88 can't be surprised.
Correct.
So
Yeah, I mean, he's
thanks for not warning us
not warning you what.
that he was coming through. That we were about to get attacked.
Because he can't be surprised.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
I know. I know.
We were just trying. Never mind. Stop being so literal, literator. Listen, I have Orajel in my mouth, and my tongue is very numb. I'm not pissed.
No squeaks from the peanut gallery.
Grandma, I'm not pissed.
All right, so
Yeah, we gotta have a Red Dwarf themed episode.
Arvine, you're going first. I'm going to actually say that you're not surprised this time because you were expecting it to be there. So Arvine, he opens the door. It brings its scythe up like it's about to attack Strax.
Okay. All right.
And you do what?
Okay. Is this a 10-foot wide door?
It looks like it's only 5.
No, it's fine.
You should be able to get an attack from here.
Yeah. Because there's no way to get in
Is
behind
there a
it.
mini for the shadow figure?
No, he's just there.
This is there.
Okay. All right. I will draw.
Assuming that's what you want to do.
Yes, I'm gonna draw my second
Shell?
Yes.
sword. So I will swing first with 1.
Get that 19 again.
Right.
Okay, so Arvine, our Asimar fighter, moves up with her Wakizashi.
Never when it
And
counts.
swings for an AC 9.
9 passes right
And
through it.
then, without missing a beat, whips around with the second sword. Their sword dance. How's about an AC 12?
Passes through it again.
This is going to be a.
Alright, so she's gonna back down the wall to try to make space for other people to get up there. Or no, wait, that'll provoke though, right?
It will provoke.
can reach around the corner. Alright, she'll stay right there.
All right, so it's going next.
It's a figure.
So the figure goes, and it hits Strax with the scythe,
Well, he swings
and he hits.
and he hits.
Yes.
What AC does he hit, just in case people have mitigating things?
It's not an AC hit.
Oh boy.
It's something very unique.
Bad juju, man.
Can I disbelieve the illusion?
You can certainly try. So you take 8 slashing,
Jesus.
and 4 necrotic.
I'm not dead yet.
Matisse.
Wow.
All right. I'm going to attempt to use my laser sword to attack.
You don't have the reach.
There are 2 people in the way.
Oh, there are.
You'd have to make some kind of ranged attack.
You have your javelins,
There's
right?
nothing that says he can't come into my space, make his attack, and then back out.
But he'd provoke.
He would provoke.
Yes, correct.
Although only one person would, but this thing hits really hard, so...
Yeah, okay. True.
Or you could heal the thing that just bloodied the shit out of your comrade up. Yeah.
Well, I'm not bloody yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm not bloody yet.
Well, the bot goes on his turn, though.
Yeah, so it could heal him too. So if you want to
Yeah.
throw a javelin or something, or what do you...
Be aware, he's only got a few of those.
I think he's got 5. 3?
I don't know.
Pretty sure the base equipment for a paladin is 5.
Oh, and I'm talking about GH88.
Oh, the number of heals. that it
GH88
has.
has 3 heals per day.
Oh,
Per
okay.
day.
All right, so I guess I could. I'm gonna go try to heal.
14 days.
Try to heal Strax for some.
I mean, if you use all your lay on hands, that'll pretty much get him full up, right? And then you still have cure wounds that you can save those slots for smites or cast the cure spell later.
Let's see.
I want to be one of those dudes
All right,
that's
so
up there in the
1,
diaper
2,
with the
3,
big pieces of wood, and they're hitting those giant drums. Dum, 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 dum. Did you ever see that on TV?
For a second there, I thought you said up there in the diaper.
Yeah. We're like the sumo kind of diapers.
Oh, those. Oh, the loincloths.
They sit there with the big sticks, and they're hitting the drums.
Oh, the Japanese drumming
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I heal Strax for 10 damage.
Diapers.
Matisse, our diva paladin, heals Strax, our artificer,
For 10.
hobgoblin artificer, for 10.
Yay, I'm up full.
What was that, Greg? Was it lay on hands? Nice.
Paladin for the
You laid
windman.
hands on him?
I did.
She's done it before, too.
Giant,
time he
busty
doesn't-
blue diva.
This time I don't shrug them off. So.
Okay, Janie.
Oh, boy.
Maybe some cold would help. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm thinking Ray of Frost.
Magic's probably a good idea at this point.
Frosty!
Frosty.
AC 16?
Passes right through it.
What? AC 16? Wow.
This is hilarious. I'll tell you why later.
Okay.
Okay.
Unless if you can walk right through it.
I don't know.
Oh, it's doing real damage.
No, it's really hurting. It really hurts.
Right. But do any of us have any instinct for how to deal with something like this? Like
Well,
you with
I
all of
couldn't-
your lifetimes of knowledge?
Well, I can't make an attempt until my turn. So.
Well, I don't have anything
Strax.
more. So
Trax. Okay.
Hobgoblin artificer.
So physical seems to not work. Magical seems.
What if we
not
try to
work.
heal it? If it's a necrotic
Well,
death.
bear in
thing.
mind, you may not have hit the armor class.
Yeah.
May not.
Do
have.
not assume, just because you keep rolling low, that you can't hit it with physical attacks.
Okay. Try to
I
glaive
guess
it.
I don't have a
To glaive.
glaive. No, my glaive is not a magical hit, and
we don't know that it's immune to anything not magical.
I'm not taking. any
Don't make
chances at
any
this.
assumptions. I'm telling you.
Stop making an ass of yourself and us.
I'm not. I'm not making assumptions. I'm hedging my bets.
Hedge somewhere else.
It is a little bit of metagaming, though, I suppose.
Are you gonna
But
Stop!
I've just seen her 2 attacks from her just pass right through it. So, and
But she also rolled pretty low.
I don't know that in character.
I know that. I'm just saying, if you're going to metagame right.
So I'm going to
I think
shoot it with my
all of
pistol.
you would have some knowledge
Your pistol doesn't.
that it's difficult to
What kind of damage
damage
does your pistol do?
spectral things. incorporeal things.
Piercing?
Yes.
So it's non-magical damage.
No, it's magical damage.
Okay. Because you're an artificer dude. Never mind. Cool.
I've made improvements to it. Let's see if it actually works.
So you're using the black powder pistol,
Using the black powder pistol.
which
that has
because
been
you're an
infused.
artificer and it's been infused, so it's magical. Gotcha.
So it's a +1. So it's AC 18.
passes through.
Wow.
You hear it ricochet off in the back of the room somewhere.
Interesting.
So the spell passed right through.
Spells through, magical weapons through, regular weapons through.
I'm really at a loss.
Could I make some sort of check into its nature, either religion or
Undead is
arcana?
usually religion. If you want to do,
Okay.
if you want to make a religion check,
One religion check. What is my... Okay. Oh, that should be okay on that. Assuming I roll well. 13.
you're not really familiar with this entity.
Not familiar with
You do know that there are ghosts and specters and other incorporeal things that sometimes are difficult to damage. But you're not familiar with this particular entity.
For... I don't really have a good use for my bonus action at the moment, so... Oh, actually, let me do... No, I don't have any decent bonus action spells at the moment, except for Sanctuary, so... Actually, no. I'm standing there in front. You know what? I'm going to cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay.
So, I reach into my pouch and sprinkle this little powder on me, over me that kind of...
Fairy dust, because you're a fairy. Got
A
it.
little bit. It kind of makes it hard to see.
John's character's a fairy.
Focus on me.
Did you just call my brother a fairy?
Yes.
He's called me worse.
That's very insensitive, you know.
Top of round 2, Arvine.
So she's wondering about how incorporeal it is. She is going to try to double move into Strax's space and try to slip by it into the other side of the hallway. Or try to basically walk right through it because it seems spectral.
It seems solid to you
Okay.
when you move through it. There is. It's almost like pushing into water or something. But there
Okay.
is a substance to it.
Can she try to do the contested check with the bonus action to move through its space to get around it?
Yes, you can.
Okay. All right, so we'll do acrobatics.
Oh, I cast a spell.
Oh, you did?
Hold on.
I did.
Okay.
Okay. So,
All right. Contested.
Fireball would have been nice right now.
barf.
No,
I suck so bad today. 11.
13.
Damn. Okay.
You bounce off it and...
All right.
Some force manages to resist you, and you can't move through it.
Okay. So she.
So all of you see that. She tries to move by it, and she gets pushed back.
Okay. All right. So.
What is the security door? Just saying.
Well, closing the door won't help.
No, I mean...
I know. No, it was just you
This
mentioning the
could be
door made me
security.
think of the door.
According to D&D Beyond, the difficult for this encounter is trivial.
Are you kidding me?
Oh,
Low level ones are really... They go either way so quickly.
We could try to draw it out so that we can surround it.
I do... Well, it's too late now.
I feel
Well-
like it's just protecting this door.
Okay. Arvine tries to swing at it again.
okay.
Now, did I use the bonus action if I didn't succeed in getting through
Yes,
it?
you did.
Okay, all right. So the one hand. Come on now. AC 11.
This time it kind of moves out of the way.
Okay.
Your weapon hits the wall instead.
Okay. So I am going to.
Stop
I
smirking.
don't know. Trying to decide if I want to.
Yeah, the sharp. Yeah, the
So
smirking.
I'm going to
really sad that you're smiling. I did that.
action surge, and I'm going to use my action surge to disengage.
Okay.
and get away from the door to at least allow somebody else to attack. And then, I guess, is there anything in my celestial flavored knowledge that I could check to see if I can recall something about how to fight a foe like this?
Not particularly. I mean, again, if you want to make a religion check.
Okay. She's not proficient, but we'll try it.
Rolling better than me tonight, but not like that.
Another
not
5. Wow.
All right. The figure
Try the big D20.
passes its scythe through the Hobgoblin Artificer once again. For 8 slashing. Ooh, and 7 necrotic.
Oh, jeez.
Trivial, it said.
This seems
Okay,
inaccurate.
be a trick to this.
I'm bloody.
All right, Strax is bloody. Then it is Matisse, our diva paladin.
So you can get in there with your laser sword.
Is the setting that we're in, is it dim or is it bright?
It's lit. There's this power basically to these lights along the walls.
So it's normal
It's normal light.
Okay.
Yep.
And it's nothing like the figure itself. You can't shine light on it or anything like that.
There is sort of like a perimeter around it where the light hits it. You know, it does have some sort of substance.
I mean,
Based on what you, especially because you saw her try to move through it and she couldn't move through it, you know it does have some kind of substance.
you could do your check to see if you can learn information about it, and because of your race, you get certain benefits on that check.
The divine sense.
No, your racial features.
Oh, okay.
Check out the racial features tab.
You have the memory of lifetimes, I believe it is.
That doesn't apply to any
Oh,
of
it
this.
doesn't work for anything like... Okay.
No.
Yeah, that's like a history, and we're not dealing.
I mean, you could... Do you have religion? As a...
I have. I can do divine sense,
Right.
which that allows me to detect good and evil.
You're pretty sure there's something evil
You
and
know
undead
it's
in front
evil.
of you.
Like basically, before you make your attack, you should ask about doing a religion check like the rest of us have done, just to see if you can learn something about it before you make your attack.
Okay. So I guess I try and see if I can learn something about it.
Religion check.
Yeah,
Yeah.
before I
Go
attack.
for it.
Yeah.
All right, so roll that first.
Wow.
You are also unaware.
Dice are
This is
just
a very
wrong with
this is
us
a very unique creature.
Okay.
Which, in actual fact, it is very unique.
All right, so I need to go up there. For
But also trivial.
You can. Yeah, I made space for you to get up there and swing on it.
All right, so you move up with your laser sword and shield.
Laser it.
Okay,
High contrast dice.
it's a 19.
19. It moves out of the way and you hit the wall.
What the heck?
And
Well,
that's
yeah,
good.
all we have to do is hit the AC. Apparently, it's got an AC higher than 19.
That's really high for being meta for level 2 characters. That's a very high AC if we haven't hit it yet.
Which is why I think there's a trick to this. That
Janie.
That I'm feeling I will slap myself silly when I'll actually figure it
do a
out
religion check.
or learn it.
Go for it.
With your schooling.
22.
I had set the DC in my head for 20. So something sparks in your mind because you are connected. You are a Kalashtar, and you are connected to your spirit. And when you dream, the things that you see in your dreams are not actually from the dream realm. It's you see the experiences of your spirit that you're attached to. And this spirit that you are attached to has encountered this kind of creature before.
Okay.
And it's called an avatar of death.
Oh, just that sounds.
Beautiful.
And essentially, the sense that you get from this spirit, and I'll sort of put it into somewhat mechanical terms, this creature is extremely fragile, but very difficult to hit.
Okay.
But it is extremely fragile, but very, very difficult to hit.
Okay.
So,
Light
how,
enough.
how do you So you got 10 words.
Light it on fire. Area effect, something it can't dodge.
That was fun. I'm glad I got to use the Kalashtar thing in there.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
That's very cool. I read everybody's character race before this
Something that
to
doesn't
pull
make
stuff
an attack.
to see if there's anything cool I
That's
could
the-
use.
Magic missile? Magic missile.
That's what I'm thinking, but I have to use a bonus my action point to do that. But if I could tell you guys what I'm thinking,
Well, your religion check wasn't an action.
Correct.
No,
Oh, it
that's
wasn't?
just
Nope.
a bonus thing on your turn. That's just something
you
you
could
can
just
do.
so you can just do
Yeah.
it. See if it works. And if
Okay.
not, tell us.
let me at it. No. Okay, well, magic missile. I'm attacking the literal darkness.
Yes, you are.
I was just thinking that.
So I get 3 darts.
I attack the darkness.
I get 3 darts. Die, you weak little scum!
Nice.
For
Very nice.
9.
For 9. So
9.
It's got more than that. It does like an additional
plus
point.
1.
Plus 3
For
each.
each.
Yeah.
So 9, 10, 11, 12.
12. Okay, so these missiles of magic energy come shooting out. They go spinning around. Both Matisse and Strax are up there by the door fighting it. It goes around them, goes between Strax's legs. He's like, "Whoa!" it hits the Avatar of Death and it dissipates.
Nicely done.
Good.
Wild Surge roll.
Uh-oh.
Yeah!
Oh boy.
Wild Surge.
I'm not useless for the rest of this mission.
Oh wow. 60.
60.
Seriously, that dice just kind of weaved right in between us.
It's drawn.
Wait, no, don't touch it.
As if
Take a picture of that.
Take a picture. Hang on.
Heyo. All right.
I regain my lowest level expended spell slot.
Nice.
So I
Nice.
cast magic missile and then I get it right back.
That's awesome.
That was awesome, Sarah. That was totally awesome.
How'd it do?
Good. You can
It's
take
funny,
care
I was
of.
thinking about trying magic missile anyway.
Oh, I didn't focus for poop. I didn't-
You can take care of any more of those we come across.
Yeah, I don't know. Do I have any sense if that was the great evil, quote unquote? That
Most likely not.
I'm assuming
That's so
not.
funny.
But yeah,
Oh my god.
darn if that didn't give us a hard time.
It had 1 hit point,
I figured that we just had to hit the stupid thing.
and it had an AC higher than 19.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's mine.
So note to self: we need to find a way to surround them
Trying to
or
give you
draw them
back
to
my
us
marker.
in the future. We cannot,
Well, we were kind
at
of
level
bottled
2,
here.
hope to do them this. Yeah, it just don't work.
We were bottled up here. I mean,
That
attempting
are
to get past it was probably was
Fiwa.
the best move.
Oh, it also
Well-
Too bad it
had,
failed.
it had no opportunity attack. You guys wouldn't have any way to know that, but it couldn't make opportunity attacks.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, and the cool thing is that your magic missiles, you could send them at multiple of them, just in case, God forbid, there's multiple of them still in.
Give him ideas.
Its challenge rating is 0.
Wow.
Well, it kicked the crap out of us. So
It
good job.
really did.
You know how that makes me feel? Do you know how that makes me feel?
Pretty small.
Standing here with 4 hit points.
Gets a challenge rating 0
Yeah.
with 1 hit point.
That's weaker than a mouse.
It also helps that most of our dice rolls for the night haven't been higher than 6.
You guys have been rolling very low.
Mine have
Yeah, I've been.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness for Janie, because
So-
we'd be.
So basically, there wasn't a way that any of us
Knock
were
on
going to
wood.
attack it.
Well,
No, there was.
Not unless you
Good.
roll better.
You'd have to
You just had to
roll
hit higher AC.
exceptionally well.
All you had to do was
you'd
hit a higher
probably
AC.
have to roll 15 or higher on the die to actually hit it.
If you're a cleric, you could have used Sacred Flame, and if
Yeah,
it failed
I
to
don't
save,
Things that don't
Yeah.
have a
Janie's
Basically.
fire
there's no way for it to
spells,
miss.
Because literally, yeah. 'cause
magic
my next,
missiles
my
going
next move
multiple
was going to
at
be to light a
multiple
fire
guys.
under him.
Like that's yeah.
anything that does half damage on a
Okay.
miss would have just pooped it.
So,
That's the end of Space Station Omega Part 1. Stay tuned for Space Station Omega Part 2. If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a review anywhere this podcast can be found. Our social media links, plus additional content, can be found on our website at knightsofroleplay.com. Please tell your friends about Nights of Roleplay and Adventuring Podcast, and spread the word through social media. Your help and support are greatly appreciated.